Hello and welcome to the first ever Tilted Hat Productions Dungeons and Dragons podcast. I'm going to try to keep this short to get you right into the story. And I also apologize, I'm not an experienced DM, and many of those partaking in this campaign are relatively new. Nonetheless, we had fun, and hope you enjoy it too. Thank you for tuning in. This will take place in the land of Novus, a newly discovered continent that is currently inhabited mostly by Fey life. The story will follow a group of pioneers led by the orc commander Johnstein Fergus, sent by their king to explore. While new to these adventurers, this land is far older than any of them, and holds the scars and stories to prove such.
Ah, there's Craig. Hello
Hello,
there.
Craig.
All right.
Hello, and welcome to another adventure in Novus.
The land of Novus.
Actually,
Hello, and welcome to Drunks
that's not
and
a
Dragons.
bad idea.
Good morning. Okay.
Oh, that's so true. All right.
Story time. So you guys pretty much know what's going on. You guys are part of a group of pioneers, pretty much, showing up to the land of Novus by orders of your king, under the rule of Commander Johnstein Fergus. And your job is just explore the land, see what there is to offer, and whether or not we are going to be, just Americaning up this bitch. That's the best way I could put that, honestly.
Okay.
You guys have your map of what territory you have discovered. The settlement of Opportunity currently consists of just the commander's quarters, which has the kind of town hall thing. It's a 2-story building. And then for the most part, incomplete houses, tents, and some farmland being started. So we're going to start this off with you guys in the commander's quarters. He is currently speaking to you about your current task at hand, because you guys are finally in a place where if you are capable of going out without there being you guys being needed too much back at home. So you're sitting around the table at the current map that Kirius the scholar Kirius has crafted up so far, which isn't much. Fergus looks up at you.
Oh shit, he still hasn't found anything yet.
It's not a lot to go off of, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, no kidding.
But it's entirely up to you two. Two? It's just two of you there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Aye, it'd just be the two of us.
Unless one of us somehow got a simulacrum.
Jeez. Okay, hold on. Coffee. Haven't taken a single sip. Yes.
Hold on.
Actually, I'm not sure if that's fully historically accurate if there's coffee back then, because it wasn't until like the Renaissance till like a
Tea then. Okay? Tea.
It's motherfucking magic coffee.
It's fake coffee.
Exactly. It's ground up fairies.
I'm totally down. Let's go kill more fairies.
Anyways, okay.
I'm not sure how Variel would feel about that since he's like half elf, but
I bet you taste great in coffee.
I'm coming. Okay, just not in the coffee. We're off to a great start. Okay.
Great.
you really are.
I know it's not a lot to go off of, but the further you guys explore, the more we'll have discovered. At this point, the only defining features that we're able to see in this area is that mountain to the west. And it looks like just shoreline to our north and south.
Shoreline, huzzah. Let's go for a swim. Beach day.
I'd suggest you stopping by
I said
Kirius's.
head towards the mountains.
I suggest you stop by Kirius's tent first. He says he has a couple things for you.
All right.
And see if there's anything else you need to stock up on before
yay.
leaving. All right.
So I guess
What's
we
the
do.
plan?
Well, go talk to Kirius. Kirius?
It's Kirius.
Yeah, curious.
Curiouser and Curiouser.
Okay, so you guys leave his quarters. You head downstairs to the town hall, and then going out the front door. And Curious's tent isn't too far away. It's kind of on a hill. And so now that you guys are seeing, I can describe a little bit more of the town. You guys are kind of secluded in the same area. You haven't gotten too far. You're up the hill from the beach, not too much farther from the forest, but enough to nothing can sneak up on you through the woods. And you can still see the ocean. The sand is a bit of a ways off. And his tent is currently up on the highest point with an opening in the back of the telescope towards the ocean. So you head there, you open up. And when you step in, drops his book, freaking out a little bit. He was deep into reading. Right. Sorry, I didn't think I'd see you guys this soon.
Zack goes over and picks up the book to see what he was reading.
It's a book.
Is it like smutty or anything?
I wasn't originally going to have it smutty, but now it's tempting. No.
He's just getting his rocks off before the start of the day.
Here we go. So you pick up the book, and it is currently on a rather open image of Fey life, more specifically the Dryads.
Ooh. So he was having a little morning fun.
It's like, I swear, it's strictly research. You just caught it at the wrong page. If you flip to the next, it's gonna have something about their magic or whatever.
Well, whatever. Got it.
What?
Okay.
Why would you
Is there
release
any
me one of these?
Is there any in the page that I'm looking at any helpful information on killing these things?
What's on that current page for information? Hold on, I gotta shut my door because there's a demon cat getting in.
Because I'm sure that's going to be useful information.
Human cats. Yep. I mean, it doesn't make sense to kill dryads actually because they're actually peaceful creatures. But
I mean, you can weaponize a dryad.
The current page that has a dryad on is basically just describing the, I guess, material a dryad's made of.
Gotcha.
Which is, it goes into detail about how it's made of wood, and it's powered by just the magic and how they're typically peaceful creatures.
Okay. Zack throws the book at Kirius. Nerd!
Kirius fumbles with it for a second, but does manage to catch it, and he sets it down and is like, "Thank you. What? Why were you guys here again?"
Argus told us to come here. He said you had 2 things for us.
Oh, right. Okay. Right this way. And he turns around, goes into this bag, and he flips it open. Flips open the flap, opens it up, reaches into a different leather-bound bag with a bunch of runes on it, opens that bag, unties it, opens it, and he pulls out this, let's say, pillow size, like regular pillow size blue rock. Like a pillow folded in half. I'm trying to get the best.
Gotcha.
Yeah, okay. You get it. and he sets it on his table, and he slides off. It's like a blue rock, right? Covered in what looks like pearls, partially embedded in it. The pearls are a lighter color of blue, kind of like a sky blue. And it's all kind of like ominously glowing. So if he twists off one of the
All right,
pearls,
Kirius. What the hell is that?
a safety precaution, I suppose, is the best way to put this. So he's holding the pearl, and he's like, so if let's say you're out there and you really need to get back home for whatever reason, you will take this rock and hold it tight in your hand and say "Home Sweet Home," and you shout "Home Sweet Home," and with that he flashes from in front of him,
Click the ruby slippers together.
and then returns 5 seconds later with his hand on the rock.
Gotcha.
Right. I probably shouldn't have said it while holding
Fast
it.
travel.
Neat. I
This will
like
take you directly home. However, it does not work in the presence of danger. Well, isn't that convenient?
So in the middle of a fight, we can't just, like, if we're dying, teleport the hell out of there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, that's lame.
It is out of character. It is mainly a tool for us to use if there's an emergency that comes up, or we need to get people. We're doing a different group. Someone's not here. It leaves things open.
Gotcha.
And then he's like, right, so easy enough. Each of you go ahead and take one.
Okay, let's take one.
All right. Yeah, and I take one.
And please,
Where do I even add
please
that
do not
into my?
lose them.
Okay. Maybe you say please one more time. We'll really take into consideration.
Yes, say please once more.
Please.
All right, Zack tucks it somewhere safe, like in a pocket or something, one that doesn't have a hole in it, because, yeah.
To keep
And
it
then
real
realize
safe, puts
all
it in his prison
pockets have
pocket.
holes in them.
And Variel takes the stone and he puts it in his knapsack on the
Okay.
side.
Sweet. All right, and one more thing. One more thing. Anyone else? Jackie Chan TV show? No?
I was thinking Columbo, but okay. Oh, just one more thing. One more thing.
The settlement needs your help.
Wait, what?
There will
Of
be
course they
options.
do.
So he's like, one more thing. If we want to get more of this map discovered, I will need to come with you, but not actually with you because that scares the hell out of me. But what we can do,
Kirius, you poor little baby.
what we can do is you can take this. He takes off his shoe and he pulls a feather from the bottom of it.
Zack, like, way over-exaggeratingly, like, covers his nose and waves his hand like he's got the stinkiest feet ever, you know?
I appreciate that. We've been on a boat for how long now, and I haven't the exact opportunity to shower. I was planning to go down to the beach later. I'm sure you don't smell too great yourself.
I never smell great. I'm a barbarian. Thank you.
Fair enough. So he hands him the feather.
Or how
and it's
Variel's
like,
just not even doing anything. He's just like not even reacting.
Huh?
I love how
Who's
Variel's
speaking?
not even reacting. Like everything is normal. It's me, Variel.
So he holds out the feather and is like, and trust me, it's also part of this spell. With this, I will be able to project myself to where you guys are, possibly being able to jot down your location, be able to possibly assist if there's an issue, and mostly just keep me by your side without, risking me dying.
Does Variel have
Oh,
like
great!
braided
It's a
hair?
Ponzi in a pocket.
Variel,
Say what?
does your character have like braided hair or anything?
No. Oh, he's got short
There will
hair.
be opportunities
He's-
for more people.
He's
to be
got short
able to
hair,
play
and he wears a hood all the time
You
because he has the pointed ears and
check
tries
out
to
the
hide
old
them.
videos having to do with it.
I was just thinking because it would be interesting to just stick the if he had like elven long braided hair, you just stick the feather in the hair, and then the guy could just constantly like he wouldn't have to pull it out or anything.
Smelly foot feather.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what an elf would want in their hair.
But if he's just got the short hair, then figure something else out. Does this thing need to be? Excuse me. Let me get back. Does this thing need to be out in the open, or can we just like put it in a coat pocket and you can still just up here?
Just needs to be on you in some way, shape, or form.
Okay. So Zack's gonna take it and just stick it in his pocket. Probably one that does have a hole.
Is it in his prison pocket?
All right.
Definitely like a back pocket. He doesn't want to have to smell the stinky foot feather.
Yes.
All right, now let's give that a shot. He sits down, he crosses his hands upside down with thumbs facing towards him, making a circle, and closes his eyes. Variel, you see a hand grow through the back of your head, and you just see like a hand all of a sudden just in your face. Through.
And Variel jumps, kind of like a cat, like and almost grabs the ceiling. What the hell was that?
And behind him is Kirius, phasing through him. Cool. That works.
This isn't creepy at
Variel
all.
gets down. Variel jumps down, walks over to the real Kirius, and slaps him. You mind giving him a brother a warning before you give him a heart attack?
You said you slap him?
Yeah, I slap him. Or do I have to
Alright.
roll a d20 on
1d4
that?
of damage.
Sure, I slap
Yeah.
him.
We are not being nice to this poor guy.
That's what he gets
He's
for
got
being
a
a
book thrown at
nerd.
him. He's being called a nerd. Now he's being
Why
slapped.
didn't that work?
You have to do the /R.
Oh, it didn't. Oh, right.
And now he's dead.
You have just slapped him to death. No, that didn't actually happen. You slapped him, but it wasn't a
Kirius is a minion.
So you smack him, and then his projection immediately disappears, and he falls on the floor. He's like, "Hey!"
That's what you get, you big loon.
Right. Sorry. I won't do things similar when you guys are actually out. Okay. I think that's all I have to offer you for now. Is there? Do you want help heading direction, or?
I think we were going to go enjoy the mountains a bit, so we'll probably just turn in that direction and start walking unless you got a better option.
Okay. Well, I know that there's considerable amount of forest between us and the mountain.
That's okay. We went out there the other day. It'll be fine.
And you might want to check on, there's a, Wait. Yeah, the other time, and last time you guys went out, you died.
Well, actually, I was close to death. I was at 1 HP.
That's true.
Oh no, you died. We just had some kind of fairy god bring you back to life. you
Fairy
failed all 3 death saving throws. You're dead.
Yeah, I really did. I really did. Yeah. It was my fairy godmother.
Well, isn't that curious? Okay, so if you also might want to take a moment and check on Kingsley, the old man who's kind of just wandering around looking at the ocean. He keeps mumbling about some lady in the water. And it's kind of concerning some of the other people, but it's entirely up to you whether you talk to him or just set off on your journey.
Let's go get Excalibur, Variel.
Excalibur isn't obviously region. You get the stories all mixed
shut your
up.
mouth and let's go talk to the old man.
Fool!
Fine.
Okay, so what do now?
Go talk to the old man.
All right.
Maybe mess up Kirius' shop just a little bit, like tilt a painting slightly to the left, just to annoy the hell out of him.
It's the tent. He doesn't have paintings up yet.
Damn it!
Yet. Okay, so
Next time, Kirius. Next time.
Or even better, we
you
just
get
take
a
his
painting
drawing
up.
book.
I'm gonna tilt it. That's such a weird threat. Like,
Well, like if he's got a whole bunch of paintings, I'd just tilt all of them just a little bit to the left, and maybe move a couch to the right just a little bit. You know, like really just screw with internal space.
and I feel so bad for this guy. You gotta hold on. Oh, get that natural light. Cool. All right. So you guys leave Curious's tent, and he's looks relieved to finally have you guys leaving.
Enjoy your smut, Kirius.
Yes.
It's research.
Right, that's what I call it too.
And you start heading kind of like toward heading to where like the grassy sands where it starts to slowly turn into beach, and you're kind of asking a couple people wandering around about Kingsley and where you could possibly find him. And finally, one of them points you in this direction.
What's
and
the little man?
finally, one of the guys is just younger gentleman with a beard. It's like, oh, right on over there. If you guys would have looked like to your left, he would have been right there.
Oh, shut your mouth.
Carry
We don't
on.
have time for that. We're heroes.
Right, carry on. Walks away. So there's the old man just at the edge of the sand, just staring off into the water.
So, would you like to talk to the crazy old man, or should I?
I gotta be honest with you. I've never really been good with talking to old men. You should probably do it.
I don't know what that means.
It means go talk to the old man, Variel.
Sorry, I'm too busy laughing.
Compose yourself.
Alright, fine, you big wuss. Variel walks up
What did
to,
you call me?
Wuss.
He's afraid of old men.
Variel
Sounds like
walks
someone has some
Right.
trauma.
Next time.
Right. Variel walks up to the old man. Hey, what is all this racket about you, a woman, and being in the old...
There's a woman. I saw her in the water. upon our approach. I haven't seen her since.
Right.
A large
Anything
woman.
else?
So you just thought to yourself, hey, I'm going to sit by the water and be weird and crazy all to the time because I saw an old woman once in what might have been a delusion.
She was large, bigger than the boat.
So you saw a giant woman. Okay. Helpful.
She looked in pain.
Okay. Were there anything defining about her? Like, did she have snakes as hair or kelp as hair or something like that?
She was blue, but that might have just been the water. She swam south.
Maybe a
She
naiad?
was blue.
More floated south.
All right.
Was she dead?
Oh no, she was very much alive.
Are you sure?
Yes. I might travel south, see if I can find her.
Do you have a boat?
No,
Well, that would be a waste of time.
I'll just go by beach.
But if she's in the water, she might stay in the water.
Don't try to reason with me.
we could ask Old
we're
Man
leaving.
Mary if he could borrow his boat.
When did you say, Variel?
We could ask Old Man Mary if we could borrow his boat.
Who's Old Man Murray?
You know, the shipmaster. The one who brought us here.
I have been cutting wood for 4 days. I have no idea who any of these people are.
Right, I forgot that your brain span only lasts 4 days.
I'm gonna cut your head off.
Alright. Let me just... Alright, let me add some of these people
On a
real
more or
quick.
less serious note, is there anyone around here that we could possibly borrow a boat from?
There are a couple of smaller boats, but he also is not experienced enough to take a boat, so he is just going to stick to land.
Well, I was
he is
thinking
going
more
to be traveling on his own.
I was thinking
and
more like we could take the boat and just kind of float out on the water and see what we see. I mean, if Variel's okay with that, it's just an idea. I didn't know.
That's where I was kind of leaning on that.
Fergus does not want the boats moved.
Ah, okay. So this is just like a little like, oh, there's something going on over here, but you don't have to worry about it.
Kind of, because Kingsley did state that it was swimming south, and it was close to land that he saw it. So it's like just barely into the deep end.
Yeah, but if it's still swimming, I mean, how many days ago was that? Kingsley is like at this point, he's lost her.
Yeah, very much so.
All right, Zack's just gonna kind of give him a pat on the back and like you might if you're comforting a crazy person from like as far away as his hand can reach, and just kind of tips of his fingers, pat the back, and walk away. He's not even he doesn't even care anymore. Variel can hang out with the old guy if he wants.
Well, Kingsley, I think I ought to be going. You see, I haven't had my haggis this morning, so I'm rather starving.
Okay, so what is the plan now?
We both slip away from Kingsley.
But what next? Do we go get something to eat, or do we just start out on our vast adventure?
We could just go. We could just go to the pub first, and something.
Is there like I know it's probably mostly tents, but is there like a makeshift like pub or an eatery or a mess hall?
There's a current campfire with kind of like one of those fucking point and stake things or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Like the ones that.
It's got like a spit over
a
it.
rotisserie
Yeah,
spit. Yeah, yeah.
That's the word I'm looking for. Think like.
Do we need to go hunt our own food, or is there maybe something already cooking that we could?
There's already been some hunting done, and there is food for people already in the morning. Yeah, think Pirates of the Caribbean, but Jack Sparrow's not on the spit.
Too bad.
I feel that.
Okay.
And it can be on my spit. That was really bad.
Just spit roasted.
Yeah, it really was.
Anyway, well, Variel, maybe let's go get something to eat. Maybe listen to the people. There's a chance that when we go out in this forest, we'll bump into some big nasties, and maybe if we listen to some people who are around, maybe somebody else have seen something else that we can be aware of.
All right then, let's go.
It sounded like Mario there for a second.
Let's go! Mamma mia! Here we go again.
All right, so I guess do we need to roll, if we're gonna do this, do we need to roll like an investigation check just to listen in on people?
No. You could just talk to people, and I'll have a couple stories for you guys.
Okay.
So you
Maybe
guys
we could talk
head
to
up
the
to where
barmaid.
the spit's at, and you know where most people have congregated to eat. And at this point, there's 5 people sitting around the fire. There's a younger gentleman, an older lady. Well, I gotta make sure I jot these down so I don't forget.
Definitely want to talk to the old person again. Let's talk to some more fucking crazy people.
2 old ladies.
I bet they're knitting. They're like in their little knitting circle, gossiping about the all the other people. Definitely people to listen to.
They're not knitting.
Damn.
They're actually sharpening knives.
Ooh. Definitely gonna sit down by them.
Don't mess with the old ladies.
No,
They
definitely.
will stab you.
I'm gonna flop down into the chair
Stop
right
changing
beside him
countries,
with a good sized hunk of meat and go, "Sup, ladies?"
Nice Shim's lady. Shim's lady?
What?
Shim's lady?
Him's lady. Okay, yeah.
And you? 2 ladies. And then there's the older man who's actually the one in charge of cooking. He'll be getting a name later.
Okay.
So two old ladies, a young man, and an old man.
Yeah, there's the younger gentleman who's a human. The 2 old ladies are also human. At this point, it's mostly humans out eating. There
Are
really
there
isn't.
any other types, or is burial kind of a rare sight?
No, there is. It's just, elves have the whole 4-hour meditation thing, and
So we're like super early in the morning. The elves haven't quite come out of their meditation tents or whatever.
no, they've already been up and moving because they only take 4 hours.
Oh. The orcs are smoking their pot, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here. The older man who's in charge of cooking is an orc,
Ooh, neat.
and there is an elven woman there.
Also neat.
What?
Is the
Young
elven
woman
woman
or
one
are
of
we
the
talking
2
about,
old
like,
ladies
everyone?
that are sharpening knives?
Negative.
Damn it.
She just chomping.
Okay.
So, Zack, I think you should talk to the older ladies. I'll talk to the younger lady over there.
Good plan. Zack is already as Variel is saying this, he has literally sat himself down like right between the old ladies, like just pushed himself in there.
Okay then. Can we help you, young sir?
Well, I was just coming by to see see if you had any interesting news about the town or about the area.
Oh, we've heard plenty of stories. similar to the ones back home, but then again, the folks that have gone out haven't had much to compare with.
Oh my
Aurora,
goodness, you mean everything.
Pressing buttons. Aurora, you're adorable. I love you, but stop pressing buttons. Shut.
No, seriously. I do want to know, is there any juicy rumors about anyone who's come out of the forest?
There's been quite a bit. Many have come. There's a couple that have come to us for counsel after what they've seen.
What have they seen?
The young man that's eating over there could probably give you more details about this, but apparently there's already been some pre-massacred animals.
Really?
And said there'd be almost childlike anguish and tantrums to be heard echoing through the woods.
So when we're talking pre-massacred animals, are we talking like a lion got himself a nice snack, or are we talking like an orc ripped something in half? No offense, Cook.
None taken. I'm not too sure. I do know it didn't seem like an animal did it. At least an animal of our usual nature.
Neat.
And there's also talk of many woodland creatures that have been said to have been spotted, but we doubt that. We know plenty about small fey creatures. It is very difficult to spot them. In fact, they've actually been here. They've been here a few times.
Now I have a very serious question about these small woodland creatures.
Yes.
Can you grind them up into some kind of energy-giving drink?
I don't think they're gonna very much like hearing you even talking about this idea. We might lose some of their services.
Both Variel and the woman next to him look at Zack for a moment, hearing what he said.
This got green text appears on the top of your screen. Everyone disliked that.
Zack is going to be a hasty retreat and go sit off by himself while everyone cools off. like he's just gotten 2 stars and he's just trying to avoid the cops.
Anyways, these little fake creatures we're referring to are what are known as brownies, and actually they tend to partake in chores around settlements and everything in exchange for small little morsels of food that would otherwise go unnoticed.
So they're kind of like helpful mice.
Right.
Neat.
That's very accurate.
I will keep that in mind and do nothing with the information. Thank you so much for the help. And he'll actually stand up and move away. He's going to head for that young gentleman, but I assume Variel has questions first.
All right. So who's thinking first?
Variel, being sorry, what? Go ahead.
No, I was asking who's speaking first.
Oh, I think we're going to do Variel because Zack goes, and then Variel would go, and then Zack again with the younger man.
Mm-hmm. I said young man.
All right. So Variel walks up to the elf, and she's not a dark elf, right? She's a regular elf.
Wood elf. Yeah.
Okay. So, Variel walks up to her and sits down. So, Lost, have you ever met a hero before?
Sorry, say that again.
You kind of broke up
Lost,
there.
have you ever met a hero before?
Well, takes one to know one.
Oh, is that so?
Before coming on this journey, I was quite the hunter. I still am.
Mm. Well, one hero to another. Have you heard or seen anything very strange of late?
Oh, there's plenty strange with these woods. Nothing like my old hunting grounds.
How so?
Well, there's definitely a lot more magic here. Magic that you can't quite explain. I've seen fiends in these woods,
Shit.
but I am smart enough to not dare try to challenge them on my own.
Like, what kind of things? Like, are we talking sort of like witchy sort of stuff? Or are we talking more like poltergeist?
I'm talking demons,
Giant demon toads.
not giant demon toads per se. Not that that isn't a possibility, but
Well, thank you for your input. I really don't know what else to say, really.
But do
I've never
remember
done
this: not everything in the woods wants to kill you.
Oh, pacifist route.
No genocide. No.
And going to be pissed.
Don't awaken Kara. Is it Kara or what was the bad person's name? I forget. It was like Kara, wasn't it? I forget what the person's name was in Undertale. It was Kara, I believe, but I can't remember.
Yeah, Kara or Chara. It's character, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I didn't
Right.
actually play Undertale.
Oh. Anyway, Variel stands up. Well, thank you for your time loss, and make sure you give a call, won't you?
You're cutting out.
He's flirting.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Right. If I ever need. And at that, she finishes eating, gets up, and she leaves.
Not impressed.
Zack kind of makes like the
You're kidding.
strikeout motion, like two hands crossed over each other, just like you failed. Strike one, man.
Variel flips off Zack.
Zack just kind of laughs and slaps the young man on the back like they're old friends. You know, the guy he literally just sat by has no idea his name. He just slaps him on the back like they're new friends.
And with a slap on the back, he jumps slightly and actually drops his food and starts reaching for his sword.
Oi, oi, oi.
Shook.
Chill. Neither of us wants to get into a fight right now.
Sorry.
I mean, I would win, but neither of us wants to get into it right now.
That would have to be up to the fight. But I apologize.
You see this scythe, boy? This scythe will take your knife any day.
If you can even swing it fast enough. He lets go of the sword.
You
Is there
literally
something you
jumped
wanted?
because I tapped you. You obviously have no situational awareness, so I'm pretty sure I could take you.
No, that's fair. But is there something you wanted?
Yes, the old ladies over there, they said you were the guy to talk to if I wanted to know what the hell you saw in the forest.
Right. I saw in the forest.
A little bit faster, please.
When we were out hunting, there was things that had already hunted. Well, normally that wouldn't be any surprise. It's forests, it's the food chain, that's how it works. But the bodies, the deer, even wolves we found were massacred. Looks like they were torn open with bare hands. Like regular hands, not actual bare hands, but like
So, like,
before anyone makes that joke.
So, like, are we talking like something real strong just kind of started to rip and tear like they were pieces of parchment?
Something to that degree.
Did you run like a coward, or did you manage to like look at the bodies at all?
I managed to look at the bodies.
Was there anything like did you find a claw or anything, just kind of something that might have chipped off and something that might give you an idea of what the hell this was that attacked them?
No, I mean there were some burn marks a little bit, and there were teeth marks and claw marks, but for the most part, it was hard to tell with all the carnage.
Did anyone in this party think to make like a, I don't know, like look for magical sources? Maybe this thing was taken down by some kind of spirit.
The entire woods are magical. It's
Oh, you fucking know what I mean, you little shit.
I don't appreciate.
Somebody summoned themselves some kind of magical bear to rip this thing up.
It wasn't a bear.
Okay.
A bear would have killed and eaten, and whatever killed this just killed it.
So, like human blood sport kind of thing, except they ripped it up.
Right.
Neat. I like this. I mean, it's not great, but it's good.
Neat. You're heading out to those woods.
Yep. Hey, what's your name, by the way?
But
Oh Lord.
Seriously, what's your name? I want to carve your name into one of these things.
his name is going to be Barry.
Okay. So, Barry, what I'm going to do for you is the next one of these animals or that I run into that may have done this, I'm gonna carve Barry was here so everyone knows you killed it and were actually a coward and ran away.
I couldn't find the thing, and the only thing that I had to go off of was it. In the distance, when it starts after we tend to find these bodies warm, we can hear remorse.
So it's a werewolf. Got it.
Not necessarily. It's they're cries of anguish, almost like they lost a loved one, or sounds like a small child.
Like, are we talking animalistic cries of things, or are we talking like you crying that you lost a child, or what are we looking at here?
It sounds like a man.
Okay, good to know. You have been just one helpful bundle of joy. I tell you that. And I'm gonna give him another pat on the back.
Right.
I could still take you in a fight though, and then I'm gonna stand up and kind of wander over to Variel.
Okay.
And then I guess Variel will stand up and kind of walk over to him. Will?
And then they
What did you
kiss.
find out? No,
Zack leans in and he just like takes a nice big smooch out of Variel. Yeah. Anyway.
It'd be a shame if someone wrote angsty fan fiction.
Anyway, Zack is gonna. He kind of glances over his shoulder at Barry. He kind of goes, "That guy's the most useful out of the ones that I talked to. The ladies were nice and helpful about fairies, but I'm not hunting fairies right now."
Yeah, I heard about the fairies.
I'm still curious if you ground them up, but they gotta be like they're magical, right?
Zack,
There's gotta be some kind of
no,
boost out of drinking one.
just stop. Just stop.
Okay. Anyway, Barry over there.
Hey, adventurers.
What?
The code calls.
The code? We were talking here, man. What the hell?
Can I make a request if you're going back out there?
What's your quest?
See if you can't look for any seasonings, plants similar that you'd find back at home. It'd really boost the morale here if you guys could get us a little
You
more flavor.
want us to go out into deadly woods and bring back fucking parsley?
On your way, if you find some. There's a nice little reward in it for you.
I like this guy. All right, we'll do that. How much we talking?
Depends on how much you bring back.
Gold, silver.
I mean, it's fucking parsley.
Few
He's probably just going to
gems.
give us some silver and call it good. If we find any salt, we'll let you know.
Alrighty.
Oi,
Appreciate you.
You're the cook. You're probably also the bartender. You heard any juicy rumors about those woods beyond what Barry could tell me?
Nobody talks to me.
Ah, you fucking suck. Thanks for the food, though.
I scare most people away. The only people that come towards me are the ones that want to eat.
Cookman, you're absolutely
This
terrifying.
guy is fucking huge.
Cookman, you're absolutely terrifying, and I would drink you under the bar. Let's do this.
There's even rumors of him being actually a half Goliath, but that has not been confirmed.
Okay, like, how tall are we talking? Is he like 9 foot fucking tall or some shit?
Yeah, 8 foot.
8 foot? Is he carrying like a big old sledgehammer on his back?
He's not carrying any weapons on him right now. He doesn't
So,
need
like,
to.
Are we talking like grizzled, sort of like chef cook? He's got like a cigar sticking out of one side of his mouth, and maybe a scar across the eye.
If the cigars were a thing, then yes.
I mean, it's just tobacco, so it's possible. He could have ground up some fairies.
Right.
You and the fairies today, dude.
So, yeah, Zack's gonna like he can't pat his shoulder, so he's just kind of like pat his belly and try not to get his hand taken away from him.
Touch me again like that, and I break the appendage.
I like you. Let's be friends.
Right.
Very
He
just like
returns back
slowly
to
kind of
his-
backs up like
Whatever he was doing.
All right, Variel. What the hell were we talking about before that massive man spoke to me?
we were talking about what next to do. There was something about going to the woods and the beast, the demon or whatever that was out there.
Demon. Ooh, I'm down. Let's do it. All right. Yeah, we should probably. There is something weird as hell going on in the woods. Probably be a good idea to go out there and take a peek.
Alright, sounds good to me. But
All right.
just do me one favor. Next time,
No.
just let me die. Don't try using your magic on me. Like your magic medicine stuff. It did not work out last time.
Variel. I promise I will kill you someday.
In your dreams. It's not like you actually could have the muscle or willpower to even do it. And with
He's
that,
going
Variel
very
starts walking
calmly.
off towards the woods.
Very calmly. grip Variel's shoulder. He's gonna look him deep in the eye, like he's looking at a lover. He's gonna go, "I will put my scythe through your eyeball and remove your brain." And then he's gonna start walking.
Who the hell is going to let these two wander off into the woods alone? Wait, me. Fuck.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I guess we're just
All
gonna
right, let's see how this works
walking
out.
in the woods
Alrighty.
like a couple
Yeah.
of fucking
Like,
idiots.
are we gonna head towards the mountains in the woods, or are we just gonna go to a different section of woods?
Okay,
I don't
so
actually know if we have a specific direction. I was just like in my head. Zack was just kind of. He turned towards the woods. He looked at the mountains and he started walking.
right. So
Yeah.
from the west, I guess, exit of your guys' little settlement, because you guys have like set up like spike stakes kind of around what you claim now as territory, and you know you got a couple guys watching guard and everything, kind of rotating. And what you can see from the west exit is about half a mile out is the wood line. Scattered trees leading up to that, but you know, like the actual like a wood line where it really starts thickening is about half a mile out. Behind the woods in the distance, you can see the mountain, but for it's occasionally covered by clouds. If it wasn't for the fact that it was pointed out to you, you might not have even seen it.
Okay.
And then stretching west,
Sounds like a brilliant way to get lost in the woods.
right. Okay, not west. Stretching south. That's right. I'm getting the map gist in my mind. Give me a second. I gotta actually open up the map. My map, the one that actually has the everything. So looking north, you see more wood line, but it kind of fades away. Kind of like from what you can't see too much, but you can see it's not as wooded up. You look south, and it looks like the woods kind of go on and almost like they would encircle you, but you can't see that far to really tell.
South is also where the old man was walking, right?
Yeah, he's not starting his journey quite yet, but he'll probably eventually start his walk south.
How far into the woods would he be walking if he decided to go on his insane vision quest?
He would not walk in the woods at all. He would be sticking to the beach.
Okay. But walking that far away, wouldn't he bump into like creatures looking to drink something?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay, the dude's fucking nuts. All right. Kind of want to help him. I'll be honest with you. But we have a mission.
All right. Is it then west?
What do you think, Variel?
Sorry, go ahead. I totally just got cut out for a moment there.
I said, what do you think? Are we headed? What do you want to go west or south into the woods or west? Either way, we're basically just tunneling into woods.
Yeah, I say go west into the woods.
All right, that's what we'll do. Go hunt some monsters.
Alrighty. Man, I wish I had. I got to get that bot that plays music.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add music to the recording.
I got the Dishonored soundtrack playing in the background over here, and it's really fucking like perfect for this shit.
Nice.
Oh, I should do that. I mean, I could do that. Just open it up as like you guys want to hear because I have headphones in right now.
Let me see here. Yeah, so
I've been live streaming on TikTok this whole time, and let me tell you, it's like one person at a time for about a minute every like 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes, but like every 10 to 15 minutes. I don't get very many people in my lives. Ever.
Neither do I. But
Well, it doesn't help that I'm also, on here instead of actually watching it live. So
ooh,
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot
So
you
you
a
guys have
robot.
now left. Say again?
Hold on, I'm shooting you a bot here that might. Well, later on when you're.
Yeah, I'll get it figured out after this. Bzz, bzz.
But the description says it also features the ability to play music.
Cool.
So.
I'll look into that one more later.
Yep. Just figured it would help. Anyway.
Appreciate it. All right.
I got the soundtrack
Adventure
for Dark
time.
Souls.
Come on, grab
Set
your
up.
friends.
Fuck
We'll
you.
go to very distant lands. Shake the dog and fin the human.
What have you done?
Reality can be whatever I want it.
I am not
Oh,
going on
shush.
an adventure with an elastic dog. I will, however, take the grass blade.
Yeah,
Right.
that thing is pretty dope, you have to admit.
Right?
True. All right, so you guys have now left. You have started your walk towards the woods. It is uneventful all the way up to the wood line.
Okay.
So you guys have reached the wood line. You guys have walked in. It's starting to get a little darker, but there's enough light at this point where you can still see through the foliage, and it's not that thick of woods. But things I guess better. It just takes a minute for you guys to adjust from the bright sun to the shaded woods.
So what I'd like to do, as soon as we enter the woods, I'd like to just stop, take a minute with Variel. I mean, we're not going to do much unless maybe talk a little bit, but just let our eyes get adjusted to the dark woods. That way we aren't surprised by wolves.
Would that be you guys also making perception checks?
Yeah.
Seals? Stop, look, stop, smell, listen. There's an army term. Yeah.
And what die would we have to use for perception again?
It's a D20 and then your perception modifier, I think. Do we have perception modifiers? Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do. So R 1d20 plus
perception plus 2.
Fucking hell, I'm blind.
What'd you get? All right.
He got a 12. He got an 11.
11.
Okay.
So
I don't know why.
You can't see
Because
anything.
I'm a dark elf, so I'm like half dark elf, so I should be able to see like in darkness pretty well. So
Do you have like low light
It's not
vision?
exactly dark. It's just a weird adjustment for your eyes. But honestly, those numbers are fine though, because while it's an average number, so it's not like you didn't see anything. You can see mostly. You can see trees, of course. There is no solid. You notice that there isn't really a solid path. It's mostly like brush, and if there is any, it's just occasional spots that maybe animals have walked multiple times. But most of the things in these woods that you might run into don't leave a trail.
Yeah.
At least one noticeable by the blind eye. And then you guys, and that's what you see. It's just brush, no real trails, trees. It's nicely shaded. It's kind of what you feel. It feels cool. It's nice out. It's a wonderful day.
Are these woods like dense as hell, or are they going to get more dense?
They'll get more dense depending on where you're at. But right now, it's really not that dense. It's enough for you to like walk in a straight line, and it'll be a little bit before you actually have to like slightly adjust to get out of the way of a tree.
Okay.
Right.
So,
And so while it feels like a nice day out and it's nice and cool, you all have this kind of like feeling that there's something going. There's obviously a power in the air. There's something about the woods that everyone's kind of talked about it, where it's just kind of like a feeling you get.
mhm.
There's obviously magic in these woods, which doesn't surprise either of you. Or at least it shouldn't.
Okay. One of the things I'd like to do
Feels really nice here.
is every few trees or so, Zack is just going to make a little notch in the tree.
Okay.
As they're walking.
And then, so that's what you see. That's what you feel. It just kind of smells woodland. There isn't any particular smells that you really pick up on.
Mhm.
And you hear birds tweeting. And then, yeah, that's typical wood sounds. You kind of hear some crackling every now and then, but it's nothing like heavy. There's obviously life in these woods.
Yeah, but there's nothing like, we're not talking like a giant's crashing down trees or anything.
Yeah, or something running at Mach 5 or
Yeah.
smashing into trees and shit. Meow.
Well, so Variel, that's what sort of conscripted you into coming on this little journey with us?
Let me see here. Mother was a dark elf. Father was a rogue, and both people hated me. Literally had nowhere else to go, so was here.
There will actually be options for people to join us.
So you were just like, fuck it, I'm gonna go join
It's gonna be a Discord server
the
that's
exploration
for people to
crew
join,
into
so yes.
this little world.
Pretty much.
Yeah, neat,
I had nowhere else to
Everything's
go,
being set
so
up. We're gonna have multiple campaigns, multiple
neat.
at the same time.
I think it's really unfortunate no one liked you.
well, what could you expect? Half dark elf, half human, rogue. Rogues are not very liked among humans. Dark elves are not very much liked at all. So, I mean, we're liked a little bit more than orcs, but we're still not very liked.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Well, makes sense.
What about you, Brute?
Well, it was either this or prison.
Ah,
I
Are
kind
we
of
actually going to get on this
Well then,
journey, or behind you is now Kirius standing there in his astral form, asking questions?
I assumed they were walking and talking.
Oh, my bad.
yeah, that's what I was assuming.
He just kind of just like it's a nice day. It's a cool forest. They're they're paying some attention, but they're just like it's a walk through the woods right now. They don't really have any reason to not sort of make conversation.
Okay,
Also, he tries to like throw a stick at Kirious's ghost form, but obviously it doesn't work.
right. Okay, I take back what he said, but he still does say something. No, never mind. No, he doesn't say anything. He's just been sitting there listening.
Would you stop that? Could you at least like ring the feather or something like that with your magic before you pop up?
I suppose I can possibly do something like that.
Curious. This is
Here,
very important. This is very important. Can you make the feather hotter?
Maybe.
Why would you want it hotter?
Why?
Because it is right now attached to Variel, and I want to burn him.
Not that hot. Definitely not
You
that
son
hot.
of a gun.
And I would prefer to not do
Variel
that.
grabs the feather. Variel takes the feather off and hands it back to Zack.
Zach's gonna just tuck it back in his pocket. He is a very you've got a very apt name, ghost friend. You're a very curious human being or creature, person. What are you?
I'm human.
You're human? I wasn't paying that much attention when we were talking, so I have no idea.
It's kind of a little hidden by the hat. He has a very obvious like wizard's hat. He's very wizard-like.
So full blown like pointed hat, tilted at the top, like he's wearing the sorting hat.
Pretty much.
Should have taken it from him.
I was actually sent on this trip because my master is getting older, and he's one of the king's trusted wizards. He wanted help with this mission, some magical help, and that the reason why I don't want you to lose the stone is because he was the one that enchanted it, and I'm not good enough to do that enchantment yet. I'm still learning.
As he says this, Zack is like casually throwing the stone in the air, just like up and down, throwing it up and catching it.
That makes me incredibly nervous, but at this point, it's you being lost in the woods, not me.
Actually, that's exactly why I'm throwing it. If I get lost, I'm coming right back to you.
Right.
No. Right back to you.
I'm uncomfortable. He disappears.
Finally.
That's frightening. Anyways.
Oh.
So we just been kind of like lollygagging, being kind of loud. Is there anything about to come attack us or anything like that?
Yeah, do we need to like make another perception check or anything?
Okay. Don't worry about that.
I'm already worried. That's a high number. I was worried the moment you started rolling.
This is like the area of clearing. Yeah.
So Zack
Don't worry.
would like to like take a glance around and just see what he can see because it's. I mean, in these, what time would you say we left?
Morning, like
Morning?
after breakfast.
Okay.
I'd say time is measured differently in this fairy tale. All right, what do you want to do?
He just wants to look around. I mean, I was getting worried that we might have left a little later in the day, so he might. I was just, just give the area a quick look.
Okay, roll.
IR 1d20 plus 7. 19.
All right, I'll roll mine.
So you
to make
stop
sure,
as you
know,
hear
because-
a low, like, walking/dragging sound not too far away from, kind of like going.
Variel. Stop. Someone's hauling a body.
And Zack is going to hold and like duck behind a tree and just kind of watch or look in the sound without trying to make himself like blatantly like, here I am.
Okay, I
He's
could not
being
hear a thing.
like,
Sorry, my Wi-Fi went really bad.
sorry, Variel, what?
His Wi-Fi went bad.
Oh.
He didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said Zack sort of like pats Variel on the shoulder. He goes, dude, someone's hauling a body. And then he kind of like ducks behind a tree.
Added on to the sounds of stepping and dragging, you also hear a quieted whimper, a dog-like whimper.
Okay. So definitely like, fuck. Variel, you got anything for like looking at things from a distance? I don't know. You got a
Well,
magnifying glass, Variel? You got like a telescope?
I'm an elf, so good eyes.
All right, roll to I guess investigation. Yeah, investigation. Since you're actually trying to.
Use
Can
my
I
eyes.
assist him in some way?
Yeah, roll with advantage. So roll twice and take the bigger number.
D20 plus 1. Or not, equals 1 plus 1. Supercomputer plus 1.
And now roll again.
Oh,
Please roll again.
Please roll again.
yeah. Yeah, no kidding, because that's terrible.
Variel
Give me a second.
is blind. He can't see anything. Stunned by my beauty.
Apparently, that's
Stop
weird because
staring
I'm
at
an
his
elf, because I'm
ass.
supposed to like have amazing eyesight.
Stop staring at his
What
ass.
the heck?
Variel, get your eyes off my ass and on the wood.
So for some reason you look around and you see that you're like underwater and obviously you're like hallucinating something. No.
Variel, did you try the mushrooms?
I see a tree.
I see skies of blue.
Red roses too.
Oh my word.
Okay, so we see nothing. Shit. I'm gonna make a. Can I make a stealth check just to fucking hide behind this tree?
Yes.
Okay, because I don't
Can
know
I do
what's
the
coming,
same?
and with Variel's shit roll, I'm not. I'm nervous as hell. So I got a +3 to stealth.
So, do we do R20 as well? Same?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's a D20 as well. Okay.
That was a nat 1.
Okay. Well,
Perfect,
I'm going to use
actually.
my stealth to see if I can. Can I climb up a tree to hide?
Acrobatics check.
So
Would that
Zack
not be
is
stealth,
like,
or would that be?
Roll first for the acrobatics and then roll to see if you've done it stealthily.
so Zack is like bashing his head against a tree or something.
So that's your acrobatics check.
All right, and then let's see my stealth check here.
You zipped up that tree. And ain't nothing
Oh
finding
yeah,
you.
not only that, I did. Yeah, I was like not even seen at all.
It just Zack turned and just Variel's gone. You have disappeared.
And in his shock, Zack trips over a stump and hits the ground.
Yeah,
Just
you
boom.
try to hide behind the tree and you bonk your head into it and you collapse back and you like crack a stick on the ground. And the dragging noise stops and so does the whimpering. And then it turns to a growl.
Fuck! Fuck it.
And then
Zack is
coming from the other side of the bush is a limping wolf. Just looking around like he almost looks afraid, but determined to not go down without a fight.
Did we hold on.
Not the same wolf. Not the same wolf.
No, I'm not curious about that. Damn it. I don't have anything that could like I wish I'd taken like a soup bone. I might have tried to tempt the wolf a bit. I assume that right at the moment I'm prone.
Yeah, you're currently prone, and the wolf is kind of looking right at you, like kind of like a low, like
Okay.
aggressive. I'm about to tear your throat out, but like in a defensive, like you get close to me and I will hurt you.
Okay, so what Zack is going to do, he's going to kind of leave his blade nice and low. It's going to be like, but he's going to get up, you know? He's
Right.
gonna like stand up real slow, just real slow.
Roll for animal handling
Okay.
to
Animal
see
handling.
how this wolf is currently dealing with you.
+2. Please don't fuck me. Star. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Please don't fuck me. Oh, it fucked me.
So
Okay, wait, hold up. I can help. I might be able to save you. So if I can go, if that's fine.
well, I mean, you can do something if you want, but what happens is basically you stand up, you kind of have like a look on you unintentionally have this look on your face of like aggression.
He's
And
grinning.
the wolf backs up a little bit and is kind of starts growling a little louder.
Can I try this again? Zack really doesn't want to attack this wolf. He isn't so into the idea of killing something that's already hurt. He just wants to like just try to maybe scare the wolf off.
Well, you are currently standing. Variel, was there something you wanted to do?
Well, I was thinking, what if I could take an arrow and shoot it in front of the wolf to kind of scare it off?
Bouquet?
I mean, sure, you can do that. Wait 1 second. Oof. So, not the little ways away. About it's really hard to tell, but like there's stomping now, and what sounds like the aggressive growling of a man, stomping from the direction that the wolf was.
Okay, Zack is definitely gonna like try to parse this shit out. What the fuck is coming up? Can he? All he can hear is stomping at the moment. I want to help the wolf so bad.
So what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to decide what I'm trying to do. Variel, you got anything?
The wolf looks over and kind of like gets into a defensive stance, backing away from whatever's coming its way.
So is the wolf coming towards us then?
Ish, kind of like at an angle towards you guys and by you guys.
Okay, so what I would like to do is kind of like adjust myself so I'm between the wolf and the noise, but like at a little bit of a distance.
Between the wolf and the noise?
Yeah, I want to like almost like look like I'm trying to protect the wolf.
Okay.
But be ready for whatever the fuck's coming.
You get between the wolf and the noise. I'm assuming you have your pulled out, ready to go.
Yep, Scythe is hanging out there. It's just, he looks ready to attack.
All right. So the wolf looks up at you at first, like confused, but then like backs up a little further away from you. It's like stops growling. It's obviously he's very tired.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
So, go ahead.
Variel, you still around, or did you actually poof on me?
And Variel does not respond because I think what I want to do is investigate again to see if I can see, because I'm up in a tree right now, to kind of see what's coming at us.
All right. So we want to make an investigation check.
Yeah. So that's a D20, right? Yeah, it's a D20. All right.
Fuck! You
Oh,
crit!
21 this time.
Sweet. Okay, so you're looking out into the woods. And there you fucking see it. It is a... Hold on, I gotta get that image up again. It's an obvious, very demon-like creature. You are unsure of the name, but it has hooved feet, little horns on its head. It's furless, but orange feet. Orange feet? What am I talking about? Hooved feet, little horns on its head,
Yeah.
disfigured, ugly, demon-looking face, long ears, wearing almost rags for clothing. And it's got blood on its
Okay.
claws. And it is
Oh.
currently stumbling through the woods, trying to find what it had just finished attacking.
It's looking for the wolf. I'm gonna kind of like Variel. Do we want to just leave well enough alone, let the wolf die, or are you willing to fight for this poor animal?
I would kill the demon, really just not aim for the wolf. I would say because it probably has got a couple of magical items on it.
Is that a yes?
So yeah, we're killing the wolf. I say we kill the demon.
Cool, I'm in.
This decision
So
will have, I don't want to say consequences, but if you guys have ever seen the game, Until Dawn,
Yeah.
you make a decision. Butterflies just filled the
Yes.
screens.
Yes, this decision will have consequences. I always hated that because it's like, wait, what?
I know there was for a while there where all I ever
Anyway.
played was games like Until Dawn and Life is Strange. Anytime I saw a butterfly, I freaked the fuck out.
But it just has consequences. We don't know if they're good or bad yet.
Exactly. So the demon bursts through the shrubs and stands there looking at you, looks at the wolf, lets out this like and roll for initiative.
Is it possibly speaking a language we might?
He is currently not saying anything intelligible.
I got a 10. Ooh, I like this one.
All right, so what now?
Rolling for initiative.
Game theory right there.
Stupid spam callers.
And Zack got a 10.
Fergus got a 4. Oh, wait.
Do I
No,
need to roll as well? Or?
that was Variel for a second there.
Demon.
About how... Oh, sorry. I'll wait until Fergus or Variel is rolled.
Okay, I wasn't sure if I had to roll too. That's what I was.
Yeah, well, this is initiative. We're figuring out the fight order, so you have to roll.
Whether the demon sees you or not. Okay.
The demon is blind.
I gotta roll for the wolf too.
Shit, the wolf comes before me. That sucks.
Alright, and Variel got a 21. Just open up one more thing. And then it is showtime. All right. Now, so here's how everything's currently set up. Zack, you are between the wolf and the demon. The demon is very angry. It's about 15 feet from you. No, like 20 feet. The wolf is about 10 feet behind you. Variel, you are up in a tree about, I think, like 10 feet away from. No, he didn't move too far from the. 10 feet away from Variel. No, Zack. 10 feet away from Zack.
But how far
So
away from
within
the
about.
demon?
And about that makes you roughly the same distance from the demon too. So you're also about 20 feet because it's kind of like at an angle. You're a little bit further,
Mhm.
more like 25-ish,
All right.
but within range of most bows.
All right.
All right, and first up is Variel.
All right. Well, saying because I can only use my bow really right now. I'm going to use my bow then. So that's going to be /R 1d6.
Well, for first you got to roll to hit the d20. Roll to hit and then roll for damage.
Still there, Variel? No. Variel?
Hello?
I got you, Fergus. Oh, in the meantime, I'm opening up the door. It's hot in here.
All right, I'm for coffee. Oh, it's cold. Oh no, I'm out. No, I'm sad.
Top 10 greatest anime betrayals.
Right.
Do we have a picture of this demon? I would like to take a look if I could.
Okay.
I'm curious. What the hell am I fighting? Is it a nematode? Definitely a nematode.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back. So
Oh, good,
while
man.
you were away, the demon scored a hit for 10 points
Sorry,
of
the
damage.
Wi-Fi's just bad here.
No, I'm kidding. Here is.
But anyway,
No, Variel, you need to roll a d20.
oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, roll the d20 first, but I will keep that for the damage if you do hit.
Oh, shit, that's cool.
I need to roll a d20 for it?
Yeah, you got to roll a d20 to hit.
Oh, okay. And
Which, do you have a modifier for that bow? Does it have like a plus something on it?
yeah, it says on each weapon it says plus 6 or the plus 4 to the d6.
Yep. So roll a d20 and then
bow.
add 6.
Say what? Zach, could you say that again, man?
I said roll a d20 and then add 6.
Zach?
The connection keeps getting weird. Hold on.
Oh. Critical hit.
Not quite. Critical would have been natural.
And
But you did, in fact, hit him. And you hit him for 7 damage.
Wait.
And no, he is not bloodied.
Damn.
So
Wait, what? Oh, crap.
you hit him, but he's not halfway down.
Right.
So your arrow, you shoot the arrow down, it hits him right in the chest, and he looks up, and now he sees you. And he, again, growls angrily, all...
Right.
So he then... It is now the wolf's turn. So the wolf kind of steps to the side of Zack, and growls now with more determination.
Good for the wolf. We bolstered his confidence.
It's full of determination.
Yes.
It fills him with determination. He then lunges at the Falaren now that it's, the demon. I just kind of revealed what it's called, but it really doesn't matter. Lunges at the demon, attempting to make a hit.
Nope.
He does not. He lunges, but his wounds are still in pain, and he kind of like sidesteps to him, but is now close to him. And now it is Zack's turn.
Zack does not want this wolf to get hit, so he is going to step in nice and close, like within like kissing range of this demon, and he is going to make a nice old slash on that demon's chest.
All right, roll to hit.
20 plus 6. Hey, not bad. 21.
Nice.
Sweet. And you hit. Roll for damage.
It's a D8 plus 4. $11.
Fuck. Actually? Damn. All right, so you take your scythe up nice and close, and you stab it through him. Straight in the chest, up to the head, and you remove it, and he falls dead on the ground.
Hoot!
Letting out,
Wait, you serious?
letting out a low, like childlike whimper before stopping moving.
I'm going to take out my short sword. If I have to, I'll make a medicine check on this. I want to pull his heart out.
Okay. Make a check then. Make a medicine check. Oh shush.
See, that's a plus 2. $14.
Okay, so you autopsy this creature and manage to remove his heart.
All right, I'm gonna take that heart, wrap it up in some like leaves or something nearby, and just stuff it in my pocket.
Okay. So the wolf looks up.
Oh my word.
Great.
Hey man,
Surprisingly, not the way my usual campaigns go.
I know that sometimes alchemists like weird things, and a demon heart is definitely a weird thing.
That's fair. Okay.
I mean, if I had a bag of holding, it'd probably go in the bag, but I'm pretty sure I just have my pockets.
Yeah, there is no bag of holding yet.
You could hand it to me. You could hand it to Variel, because Variel's got a back on.
Yeah, but that would have mean giving up my prize. This is like a war trophy, okay?
I just said it was for the alchemist.
He'll get it eventually, but I gotta take some pride, man.
Okay. So you now have you have it dead. The wolf is grateful. And then you hear a soft voice coming from, well, basically all the trees. And in sync enough to where it doesn't sound like a weird echo, but it's definitely coming from like everywhere. Thank you for handling the forlorn. It's like a older female voice, like a grown woman.
I'm gonna like tap the feather and go, Kirius. Your favorite spank bank material is about to appear.
That I don't appreciate that being referred to as such, but if you must call your wizard. So Kirius appears. Is like, what's going on? What's going on?
I'm just gonna repeat exactly what I said.
You guys, I'm gonna leave. I would suggest you stay for this. Hearing the voice, Kirius like freaks out. Like, whoa, what was that? What's going on? Who is that? My name is Osage. I am the dryad of these woods.
Told you.
I am the eldest of three sisters, all missioned with guarding each section of these woods. Fiends such as the forlorn before you have been seen far too often as of recent, before you pioneers even arrived.
I'm sorry. I didn't write it down fast enough. What was your name again?
Osage.
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 Oh, okay. Osage. Got
I was unsure upon your arrival
Variel.
whether to let my presence be fully known, but seeing as you stepped in line to protect that wolf, I see you are not the fiends that my younger sister claims you to be.
I also got a heart. This is pretty cool. This has been a cool day.
Right. I'm going to ignore the autopsy you have performed on the demon and just appreciate the fact that that is one less for Laren in these woods.
Kunami, how long has this been going on?
I suppose it is hard to gauge. I'm not. The sun has moved a full cycle around the earth.
So a year-ish?
if that's the time that you civilized humans.
Yeah, that's what we
put to
humans
it.
would call it. Yes, that's what we humans would call it.
Sorry, humans, elves, and such. Humanity, I should say.
The people who don't live in trees, that's what we would call it.
Live in trees?
Well, I don't know how dryads work. I only just now read a book.
So from the tree that Variel is actually currently hiding in, out forms the wooden shape similar to the one that you see in Kirius's book of the dryad, who looks just about as much as you'd expect for a dryad, with longer like shrub like vine like hair all the way down to her waist.
Zack kind of goes up and inspects, rather than inspecting her and being amazed at her, he's like looking at the tree itself to see if maybe there was a door in the tree and she walked out a door.
One of the advantages to calling this forest my home for so long.
All right, I dig it. That's pretty fucking cool. How far does your home reach? Can you, like, in an instant, could you be anywhere in this place?
Given I've seen it before, been there before, and generally know the area, yes.
That's fucking badass.
Right, it is rather badass. Good morning.
So tree spirit lady, since you've got mystical superpowers in the forest, can you help the poor wolf over there?
Of course, I was actually on my way,
Please.
which is why I
would
got here
love to
so
help you.
fast. So she slowly walks up to the wolf, kneels down to him, and holds the side of his face, and kind of like they do like a head boop thing, and this green light begins glowing from the wolf, and the wounds slowly patch up. And then she looks at the wolf and just says, in like an echo, kind of like an echoey voice, and is like, "Now, remember to go clean yourself off in the lake." The wolf nods and starts wandering off. You will soon not forget this.
Zack is staring like he has just seen her walk on water. Like, this is the coolest thing he's ever seen.
Now, my youngest sister might actually have the right idea. She was ready to welcome you into she is to the north. She was ready to welcome you in with open arms to ask for your help with our fiend problem. We're unsure their source, but there has been. We don't exactly have.
You hear that, Kirius? There's someone who wants to meet you.
I might have to make a trip out here myself.
Yeah, you will.
I don't like what you're implying. Neither do I. If you do wish to help us with these fiends, I will give you a locator to find my home, I should say.
Are they, before I agree to help with these fiends, are they doing this to all the animals? Where they're not, pardon the term, putting them out of their misery, they're letting them get away and limp through the forest in pain like this?
All I know is that they've been killing, and that is all they do.
Well, I mean,
Barely.
everyone kills. I'm more concerned that this wolf was hurt as hell, and the fucking piece of shit demon didn't do the job.
He was trying to. The wolf had managed to get away. I was able to observe the whole thing.
Okay. Well,
You too. Have fun.
as far as it goes, I'm not a fan of animals being left in pain like that. As far as it goes, I will take out any fiend I see that's doing that shit. But beyond that, why should I care?
What is your mission here?
Exploration.
Wouldn't it be nice to have a peaceful land to explore in?
Yeah, we both know it's never going to be completely peaceful.
No, but you do me this favor, and we dryads of the forest might be able to aid you. There's more to this land than the forest, and having some locals on your side might indeed improve your chances of survival here.
Well, all right. Tell you what, lady. My buddy Kirius here. He's very curious. He's very curious about your type, and while I'm giving you shit for taking some alone time with a picture of yours, he is very genuinely curious about your kind. So you allow him to pay you a visit and learn all he wants, and I'll be willing to help out with that demon problem.
All right.
Dude, we're getting free reign of the land, and she's a forest person. I don't think she has any riches. The best we're gonna get is
Your coin wouldn't be any good here.
bye. The best we're gonna get is knowledge on how this place. The best we're gonna get is knowledge on how this place works. So if she's willing to let Kirius appease some of his curiosity without getting too sexual, then at least we're getting something out of this deal.
I would like something in return for that as well. If your wizard is to meet me, I would like to meet face to face with your commander. Fergus, I believe his name was.
Fuck if I remember that.
Do remember, I have been watching you for a long time. Since
Jeez,
my-
creep, Mike? You
Since
thought I
my
was
distant sister of the sea spotted you coming ashore, all
so
of the Fae here knows you're here. Which is safe to assume that all of the fiends know you're here.
yay. I'm keeping the hearts.
It would do you well to take allies. While they're talking what? Yeah, he's mostly like wearing rags, and there really isn't anything on him. He wasn't a very materialistic person.
Variel, a bonus to all this is if she lets us have free reign of this land as far as wandering around killing demons goes, then I'm sure she wouldn't mind if we took first pick of any gold that we might find in a demon lair somewhere. Right, Fairy Queen?
Sure, I suppose.
Cool. That make you happy, Variel? Good.
Now, I can't be from my tree for too long. I do have a job to uphold. I'm going to return home. and give you this. Reaches up into her hair, and she pulls out a shining green leaf. You guys are getting a lot of little magical knickknacks, and hands it over. You just hold this leaf up to the wind, and it will begin floating in the direction that you wish that leads to me.
Cool. I'll let Variel have that one since I got the feather.
All right. So we said the session was going to go till like 7:30. So this seems like a pretty good spot. You guys start. You kind of have like a quest now. You guys can return. This also leaves it open for if we come back next time, more people can go with you this time.
Cool.
It seemed like a good spot to return to opportunity.
Sounds like a good spot to me.
All right. So Osage returns to her tree and disappears within it, leaving a faint glow for a brief minute, and then it fades. And now you guys are left in the woods with Kirius and the dead Forlarian.
Definitely gonna mark that tree though. Create a little path, you know what I'm saying? That way people can follow us pretty easily. What now? I was going to mark Barry into. Oh, right. And I go and I pull out my short sword, just like very calmly, like in as smooth a script as I can. I carve Barry was here in the creature wherever I didn't cut for its heart.
Okay then.
Got to keep my promise, man.
All right. So you guys start making your way out, trying to follow the marks made in the trees, but after a short time you realize there are marks on just about all the trees very similar.
Well, shit.
You hear like a lighthearted chuckling coming from Buzz, and it's kind of like all around you.
Damn it, Fairy Queen.
But at the same time, it gets cut off by an abrupt like. These are to become our friends. You can't just go around pranking them like that. You got to be a little more careful.
I dig it.
out from the bushes. I got to keep it up, or else I'm going to lose it, and then it's going to be difficult for me to get it back. Out from the bushes walks out a little gnome. He looks up at the two of you and he says, "I apologize for my friend's prank. Follow me. I'll get you out of the woods. Thank you for your service here."
Look, like a proper gnome?
Yeah, proper gnome.
A gnome? I thought you said Knoll. I thought you said Knoll, and gnolls are not usually kind creatures at all.
Gnome. He's not a gnelf or a gnoblin. It's a gnome. Wait,
They're
wrong.
Fucking
Not a gnome.
human hyena that fucking kills people. I was a little bit worried there for.
Not a gnome. I apologize because we are going. Is a fae. Apologize. It was the wrong. Where is? There we go. There's the link. There's a different creature I had in mind. I completely.
Okay, so what? It's a fairy.
We'll just. There we go. It's a leprechaun.
Ah, shit. You know the first thing that you know what Zack is going to ask it, right? Like, you know this.
Ask about my pot of gold and you'll find my tiny boot up your ass. Your boots be made for walking, but mine are for shoving them up your ass.
I love it.
Now, follow me. I'll get you out of the woods. And I'm sure I'll be seeing you again very soon.
All right, I guess we follow it. Zack is like bursting to ask about it, though. He's trying to contain himself because he doesn't want to be left alone.
All right, so you reach the edge of the woods. He points you to your home, and he's like, and to tell you, it's gone. More about that later.
Damn it! He's just gonna like, okay, fine, and he's just gonna wander back to the like very dejected, just wandering back to the camp.
All right. So you guys are now walking back into Opportunity. Kirius happily meets you and is excited to go with you guys to inform Commander Fergus of what you have discovered. And I think that's where we're going to end the session.
Zack is definitely like ribbing and shoulder bumping Kirius, like, I got you a date.
All right, here we go. I'm going to go here. Craig. Leave the game.
So, introductions, I suppose. Hello, my name is Kit, and I am a DM in this situation. I kind of sit in the background at this point of time, and just make sure that the campaign stays mainly on track, and that we don't fall off the rails too much with the small group we have. As of right now, characters are to be determined, but it should be interesting to see where things go and how things take off.
Okay. My name is Christian Christner. I play Zack with a Q, human barbarian. Zack is a somewhat tall human male, very thin, but well built. He's very clearly very strong. Wears a lot of bandage wrapped on whatever visible skin that you can see. It's covered in bandages. He wears a hooded cloak of sorts that it comes up and covers his face rather nicely. But even if that was pulled back, you'd still see a bunch of bandages. That's about as far as it goes. And if you want to find me on Twitter, it is Zack with a Q being all one word.
Yo, what's up, everybody? My name's Jamaal, and I am Variel, the Undefeated. And I'm going to be playing some D&D with my friends here, and we're going to have some fun. Yeah, go ahead and go follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram, Jamaal Ladin, and I'll see you guys there to see some funny content.
Hello, I am TheTiltedHat. I will be the DM and editor for these podcasts. Most of the story and the map I've come up with myself, along with the help of Kit, and I cannot thank her, the players, or you viewers enough for helping me make these possible. If you would like, you can find me on TikTok as well, under the same name, where you can see other content I've made with my awesome friends.